Hey guys, what is going on? Cloudy here, and today I'm doing a little tutorial for you guys. This is part 1 of the how to make a 3D banner tutorial. I'm going to be going over a style that was used in my EnderArts V2 banner entry, which the banner should be on your screen right now. So yeah, I'm going to teach you guys how to make that, and let's get started. So the first thing you're going to need is your AI file of your logo that you want to use. If you don't know how to get this, then there will be a link in the description on how to make one. Also, you're going to need a Lightroom and 2 mats. So that's really it. So first, what you're going to want to do is go to File, or first open up your Lightroom, obviously, and your mats and stuff, and then go to File, Merge, and then find your AI file that you want to use. So I'm going to use this right here. Make sure the scale is at 1 centimeter, and then connect the splines. Okay. And your logo should appear here. So you just want to move it into position and shrink it. Let's go in here so I could see how big it's going to be. Okay. So then you want to just open up this and see how many paths there are. For this, there are 5 paths. So you're going to want to go into this little cube, the subdivision surface symbol, and get an extrude NURBS, and make however many of paths there are, make that many extrude NURBS. And then just drag each path into an individual extrude NURBS. Then once you have that, you can select them and do Alt-G to group them, and I'll just name it to stay organized. Then what I'm going to do, I'm just going to keep this open. I'm just going to change the depth to maybe like 50. And that looks good. And then I'm also going to move this axis. Click this little button right here. And you can move this to the center of the logo. And click it off. Okay. So if you notice in that logo, there are little splines coming out from each side of the logo. So I think I'm going to do one here, one here, one here, and one here. So yeah, how I made that was I got a helix, and then I made the end and beginning radiuses both about 10, and then put the height way up to about 1,000 or 10,000 actually. Where did that go? That's right here. Okay. I'll put that down a little bit to maybe like 1,000. Huh. No, I could put that down actually way to 500 probably about. I don't like that though. This is all about preference, I guess. So then once you have it there, you can take a sweep NURBS again in this little subdivision surface icon, get a sweep NURBS. And then get whatever shape you want to outline it. I'm just going to use a circle. And drag those both under your sweep NURBS. Like that. And then put down your circle to, I'd say, about 30. No, not even. 15 maybe? Yeah, 15 looks good. And then just move this sweep NURBS wherever you want it into position. Just rotate it. Just make it really look however you want it to. Like I said in the beginning, this is all about preference. Just gonna make sure, oh, that is way off. Okay. Just move that. May take a bit. Just get it right in between those two little spikes. Right there. Okay. So I got that. I'm just going to move it out a little bit. And then once that is done, you're just going to Control C, Control V, and move another one in there. And you can really do however many you want. I'm going to put one more, I guess, right on top. Right on top. So that is that, and then also what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate my logo first of all, and then I'm going to select all these, and put it 15 down. So I'm going to put this to 35. And then I'm going to open my other logo and put the caps. I'm going to put a fillet cap. And I'll put those both to 3. And then I'm going to take these, the ones I just copied, make them also a fillet cap. And I'm going to make those 4s. And then I'm just going to drag those into the center. So if you noticed, it kind of added a little accent to it on the side. So it's not so flat. Now, this is the last thing, because see how fast this goes. This was a really simple banner model. Because it's a really simple style, but the more you learn about Cinema 4D, the more complex renders you can make and stuff like that. So now what you're on to do is just go into this little cube icon and find your landscape, and then under object, go to spherical. You just want to bump that size down a little bit, again to whatever you think looks best. Just bump that down some more. I'd say about that looks good. And then you want to MoGraph cloner. Put this landscape under the cloner, make it a child of it. And then under object, we're going to be like editing it all under object most of the time. Sorry, I can't talk, but I mean, if you want to do little adjustments later, you could use the transform and move them around and stuff like that, rotate them, move them side to side. But for now, we're just going to go into the mode and make it radial. And then we're going to move it in position right in the center of this. Make the radius however big you want it. Add however many you want. I'll just do 5. I'm going to rotate it a little bit. And then now you're just going to highlight your cloner, go to MoGraph, Effector, Random. And now, if you notice, this makes it kind of, just go everywhere. I mean, you can mess with the rotation of them, so they really aren't the same, stuff like that. I'm gonna mess with this here, try and get a more random look to it. Okay, I like the way that looks. So now this is the biggest thing probably about any render. You want to highlight everything and then do Alt-G to group it. Again, I'm just going to name it to stay organized. And then do that axes thing I told you. Click this little button and move it into the center of the render. Unclick it. And then this is probably the biggest thing about any render, and it's tilt. So you're just going to want to tilt your render however you want it. And then also get the camera wherever you want it. And that's really it for this, guys. Like I said, at the beginning, you're going to want mats. And then you could just put in the mats wherever you want. So I'll drag those there. And then I'll just use the same mat for all these. I probably would use a wider variety of mats if I was doing this for an actual banner, but this is just a tutorial, so I'm not really gonna go into depth on the mats. But then once you insert all your mats, you want to highlight all the mats and then go to projection, make it cubic, and make it seamless. That makes them look a whole lot better. I do promise you that. So anyways, that is it for the Cinema 4D part. This is part 1 of a 2-part tutorial. If you do want to see that other part, please click that like button below and really show that you want to see it. It lets me know that that you're actually interested in stuff like this. So yeah, I hope I did help you out, and I will see you guys in the next part. Peace.